All right, here we go. What is the single most impactful mindset shift or strategy that helped you create systems for sustainable growth and freedom in your business? And how can a new entrepreneur implement that from day one? I'm going to show you why. Glad you asked. Okay. I just read that one for the first time, but I have. Anybody who see me talk about, I know some of you might have read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Anybody see me talk about the cash flow quadrant? Okay, Yolanda said she did. Okay. Okay, Megan did. I did it on like Terica stuff, but I haven't done it for you guys. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what it looks like for those of you that haven't seen me teach it. Okay, y'all see it? All right, so let's look at here. This is in the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, if anybody's read that book. Level 1, you work for money. This is where you're an employee of a job. This is where you might be saving a department like myself. I was saving the department thousands of dollars, sometimes even millions of dollars because of the role that I played in my corporate job. And I got the same check. I got the same check. Oh, well, Tip, this month you helped them save $3 million. Did they give you a bonus? I did not. I did not get a bonus. This month, didn't you help them put in the remediation plan for the whole loan process? I did. Did you get I did not. I got the same check. I traded my time and I got money back in return. I traded my time for money. This is where typically employee, but I got my baby's thing is coming up. I would love to go to the pre-event and the post-event, or we can only give you off for half of the main event. We can't give you, this is when you trade your time for money. This is the level 1. This is you work for money. Now, this is what I was doing when I filed bankruptcy. I was at level 1. And this was what I was doing post-bankruptcy when I was at level 1. And then, of course, you all know my empty room experience. I said, I'm going to start a business. This will never happen to me again. And I began to start my business. And so I was promoted here. Okay. Got a nice life promotion to where I became level 2. I became self-employed. Okay. So this is where I became self-employed. This is where I began to have more income coming in, but I was still doing what? What was I still doing? Put it in the chat.
Working for money.
I was still trading my time for money, right? So I'm still trading my time for money. Granted, being self-employed, if you're going to trade your time for money, it's some of the best money you can get, okay? Because there's no cap on it. If you close 20 contracts in a month, you reap the benefits of that. You close 10 contracts a month, you reap the benefits of that, right? So if you're trading your time for money on the self-employed level, you reap the benefits. There's something tangible. You get rewarded for what you're doing. You have more control of your time, even though you're trading your time for money. Nobody can tell you when to go and where to go. You can get up earlier or stay up later and get your work done and still go where you need to go during the day, right? Because you have control over your time. So while this was a good life promotion, there's still further that I needed to go. To pop in here for a second, okay? Tiffany from the future. I'm actually back in my home office in this clip, but I just want to make sure that if any of you that are watching are aspiring entrepreneurs and are interested in learning the business that I started, that I scaled, and I sustained to this day, 10 years later, I still have this business and it's thriving, doing incredible, and I teach others how to build the same one. I want you to go to tiffany'smasterclass.com, register for my free training. It is live and it is in depth, okay? I do not waste your time. Just because it's free does not mean that I take your time for granted. I give you every single strategy I did to start, everything I did to scale, and everything that I'm currently doing to sustain the success that we have. I shall see you soon. Back to the video. Once I decided, and this is where I was when she said what kind of inspired me to create the systems I needed, it's because I was here for a long time and I realized this is not where I wanted to stay. I think as you are moving through the levels, you have to at least hit these levels at some point. But it's not where I wanted to stay. I wanted to continue to promote myself. And so I wanted to be a business owner. And the only way to go from level 2 to level 3 is systems and staff. It's the only way. It's to create systems that somebody with a 5th grade education could manage your systems. If it's too complicated for somebody in middle school to manage, then it's too complicated. It needs to be a simple system that gives flawless results. The system is simple and the output is flawless. Okay. That is your desire when you're creating your system. So what happened is I was in a lot of pain here at some point. Why? I was making good money. Okay. If you saw, I'm telling y'all, when I show you guys the master classes, because that was my life. Okay. So these are from the current master class. I'm gonna show y'all for those of you people in phase one, like, girl, I just saw this, but alumni ain't seen this in a while. Okay. So let me just show you again why I created systems. Okay. Y'all remember in the master class when we showed Glenda? Okay. Y'all remember Glenda from the masterclass? Okay. She's still out here working, making us some money. All right. So, of course, I talk about Glenda. I talk about, okay, we're going to remove the stress. She's going to take this away, give it to me. And then Glenda was talking to Brad. Remember? Brad had a big mouth. We made some more money because Brad told Glenda, hey, give me her number. And then called you up. And now Brad and Glenda, okay, are working for you. Now, this was me. Okay, so I'm getting referrals. And I had a young lady that was my very first client. She was referring me. And I got more and more people. Eventually, I got a whole team. And so this was what I was doing all by myself between me and Tristan. But I still did all of the contracts. So when me and Tristan got started, I did all of the contracts. Tristan did all of the listings. So we would split that work up. And if marketing and admin stuff, we would just divide and conquer the best way we could. We were just fighting for our life. Okay. We got up every morning very early to get started on work. And we were up late every day. We were up early. We were up late. We were up early. We were up late. Now, I didn't even know to complain in the beginning because I was making so much money and I was so happy that I wasn't in the same rat race that I was when I was at my 9 to 5, and it didn't matter how hard I worked, I got the same check. So I was very grateful for the work. It's not like I had to drag myself out of bed. I love the fact that this ceiling over my head where my income had to be capped. Okay. But at the same time, I physically had to always do the output to get the results back in return. And then I tell you on the masterclass how we read E-Myth. We read E-Myth. That completely changed the game for us. And then we realized that we wanted to have a staff. We took all the things we knew, we simplified our systems, and we created our staff. Once we created our staff, okay, then that's when I was able to retire from being the transaction coordinator to the CEO. This is when I went, okay, let's go back to so you can see that visual one more time. This is when I went from being a self-employed to a business owner. I didn't travel a lot here. I didn't travel a lot here because I didn't want to be on nobody's beach and my phone's still ringing and I still got to sing. I mean, I could still work from anywhere. Okay. Remember, I got the shirt. I don't work from home. I work from anywhere. I could work from anywhere. But when I became a business owner, I could go on vacation because I had systems and a staff. So my inspiration from wanting to go from level 2 to level 3 is the same inspiration that I needed to go from level 1 to level 2, which was pain. Okay. It's like you reached a point where I'm like, okay, can somebody help me? Tristan, maybe somebody should help us. Maybe we shouldn't be doing all the things. And that's when we took ourselves to go from business owner. And once you become a business owner for a while, guess what happens? The overflow you get, you realize, hey, I should be taking this money and I should be investing it. And that's when I got into real estate investing and stock investing and all of that. And this is when you get on this side of the quadrant where your money works for you.